Hello, welcome to the
Real Bit Wars.
I'm Chris,
And I'm Mike.
and this is the Midwest Gaming Classic.
Bit Wars.
The Real Bit Wars. Bit Wars. The Real Bit Wars. Bit Wars. The Real Bit Wars.
The Midwest Gaming Classic.
So we slacked off. It's already the final day, and we're just finally now recording our stuff. But we got all these pickups to show you. I think I got the first pickup, right? Was it
Yep.
this? I got the Lufia and the Fortress of Doom for the Super Nintendo. And watch out for countdowns at the bottom of the screen. Mike's going for the complete Genesis set. As always, I'm going for Super Nintendo and NES. So as we pick those up, we'll share the countdown with you. What was your first pickup?
Well, I got these two at the same booth. So it's Mega Games 2 and Mega Games 3. They're Mega Drive. I think they're Canadian because they don't have the round over cartridge. They have the North American style.
Good thing somebody put those cartridges in there the right way, because
Yeah.
otherwise I would be pissed. Now you just need that first one.
Yeah, the first one.
Then I've been going after this forever, and I finally was like, I'm just getting it. I'm tired of looking for Choplifter 3. Yeah, I've never played this one, but the other ones are pretty cool.
Yeah. So then there was a guy that was selling $5, anything $5 in the bin underneath his table. So I found two DDR games, Japanese ones for the PlayStation 1.
It's kind of neat, those stickers on the front of that.
Yeah, but never play them, just to look at.
Yeah, that same vendor, I mistakenly was thinking this was the PAL release of it, so I instantly had some buyer's remorse, but it was only $5, and I've been wanting to pick this up because it wasn't released in the US, but I got Theme Park from that $5 bin also. So yeah, I can live with it. Probably going to be difficult to understand in Japanese, but
Yeah. So then I picked up a couple manuals that I was missing. It's from the same vendor. They had the same stack of manuals from like the last 3-4 years. Just two that I still didn't have.
how many manuals did you say you maybe need?
It was like over 120-ish range.
Okay,
Yeah.
It feels like every time we come here you find a ton of them.
Yeah.
It's like a really good place to try and complete games.
Yeah.
My next thing, so I think this is 2 videos in a row I picked up this same game. I loved Block and Chase for the Game Boy, and I saw the Japanese version. I gotta have it, not very expensive, so I went for it. It looks like Pac-Man.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, and while we're talking about Pac-Man, I went back to this booth like 3 different times. Like, should I? I never see Pac in Time for the Super Nintendo. I either have or did have the Japanese version of it, but obviously I want the North American release, so yeah, I knocked some Super Nintendo off the list on day 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got it. I picked this up at the recommendation of Back in the Day Gamer. It's his favorite game. I already have it on the Super Nintendo, but now I have 2 ports of it, so you could say now I have a pair of balls. Score! But yeah, this is complete. The Accolade cartridge, I love buying weird stuff like that for the Genesis, and it's not a good game, but I'll give her a whirl. It was funny too. I was like walking over to meet up with you, and I ran into Retro Rick, and I was just like, hey Rick, and I did like the corny little fist bump thing, and he stopped and talked to me. I wasn't expecting that. And he's just like, how you doing? I'm like, good, how are you? And he's like, you finding anything? And I'm like, yeah, I got balls. And there was this long pause. I was waiting for him to like laugh or something, and him and his buddy never said a word. So I go, for the Sega Genesis, and still there was no reaction, and I'm like, alright, see you guys later. Like, I made such a fool of myself. But yeah, Tony, man, I know this is gonna be great because you love it.
Yeah.
Then we picked up 2 of the same games.
Yeah.
Also.
Well, we went and saw John Hancock, and I got the Sega Genesis version of Block'em Sock'em. Seems like a puzzle game, but it's autographed.
Yeah, and then while you were talking to him, he said he would give $5 off, and he'd do that. If you buy 2 games, you got 5 off. And he said he would honor that between the 2 of us. So Mike got me $5 off on the demo version of the Super Nintendo release. So it was only 10 to begin with, and I got it for 5. So, and it wasn't autographed initially, but he signed it for me while we were standing there, and I got a nice picture with him and everything. So I think he said, what is it? This is the first 4 levels or something?
Yeah.
So I owe you a beer because you got 50% discount on this one. So yeah, we both got this. So I pre-ordered it, and this happened last year too. I pre-ordered some of the convention exclusives, and then after the fact, you were standing in line and you're like, oh yeah, I want one too. And they have them left over. People just don't buy these apparently.
Yeah.
Beast Ball. Tower, I don't know what his real name is, but from the American Gladiators. I think he's here this weekend, right? He autographed these for us, but yeah. Got all that, so... This is cool. It did see a release, on like the Jaguar, was it Neo Geo or something?
Yeah.
There were a couple of consoles that had it, and this Genesis one got canceled. And I saw after the fact it's a Pico Interactive, they got their logo on there. But yeah, we got a couple of autographed things in our collections now.
Yeah. So then I stopped, I saw this game and it was priced at $100. And everywhere else it was priced like $60 to $80 higher. These Time Killers. It is missing the manual, but I can pick it up later. So with the inclusion of this one, I need 19.
You were getting so close.
Yeah.
And you got one more to show.
Yeah. And then last minute purchase, I got Battle Squadron, which now puts me at 18.
Nice.
Yeah, it's an Electric Arts game. Cardboard, it is complete.
It's like, there's a little bit of wear on it,
Yeah.
but it looks like it holds up really well.
Yeah.
It has the box structure. Sometimes those get crushed and stuff, so it looks
Yeah.
pretty decent.
I've seen worse. I
Yeah.
have worse.
Alright, so that's all of the pickups for day 1. We got an entire second day of stuff to show you, so we're going to head back down to the convention right now.
So good, you're gonna break the game.
The Chinese and English Education Computer SE926. Each side features a 15-pin Famicom controller. It has a parallel AV composite and RF output, and DC power input. Taking out a few screws and patching it open, we can
It's Chris.
So we're here on day 2. Got my first pickup of the day. It's not for the countdown though, because it's just a label variant for Roger Clemens. Yeah, I had the other one, so woo, score. One more for the SNES countdown. Ultima, the Black Gate. I think this is technically Ultima 7. Super Nintendo countdown continues. I got a heavy hitter, folks. Woo!
Especially weird ones. Yeah, weird. I don't realize and then they were like, oh, the game's oh, okay.
Vendors Hall?
Yeah, let's go buy some crap we don't need.
Alright.
Alright, it's a Super Nintendo kind of weekend. We got Oscar, and that puts me at 53.
Got Icy's Havoc number 17.
Hello?
What am I even at here? 52 Metal Marines now we got.
Less than an hour?
Oh, I didn't realize you were recording.
Looks like everything's shut down with an hour left to go.
I don't have much money left,
Yeah, me neither.
but I want to spend all of it.
Yeah. I'm gonna get some controller holders.
Ooh, I might try to get some Game Boy games.
See that? Got an N64 controller stand. Teal, the best color. What you got there?
Dude, this is what I was talking about. I got Data East games. What, $10 for Side Pocket? Has the world gone mad?
Yeah.
Do you have this one?
No. How much is that?
Wah, wah, wah.
What? It's 55 at the other place.
Mike,
Yes.
don't just stand there. Bust a move. Got a few dollars off on Nail and Scale. I've been talking about Data East games, so another one for the collection. So after talking all that trash about Side Pocket, they took 50% off on it for me, so I got that. And then, much like last year, a last-minute fishing game, Super Black Bass 2. So, yeah, not so bad. We're kind of winding down. We're running out of cash. There's only a few minutes remaining. Maybe we'll pick something up yet, but
I got a couple manuals, Power Rangers the movie and a sports one for $4 total.
So that does it for this year's Midwest Gaming Classic. I had one last pickup that took $1 off on the Japanese version of Hyper Load Runner because it's awesome. What do you think, Mike?
Let's go home.
Let's get out of here. Alright, we're back home from the Midwest Gaming Classic. I think this is definitely going to be a yearly routine moving forward to go to the convention.
Yeah.